How goes it, everyone? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome day. Ready for Memorial Weekend, everybody. Thank you to all the vets who served, that are here and that are gone. We all thank you for your service. Today's subject matter I'm going to be talking about today is definitely very near and dear to my heart. Very passionate about what occurred last weekend. And it's a beautiful thing. It's been all over the news. And today's subject, we're going to be talking about Mr. Robert F. Smith, who surprised Morehouse college grads. It's a beautiful thing. He's an investor. I love every moment of it, and I'm going to very much enjoy talking. I haven't heard, like a lot of people have heard, this past weekend, billionaire investor Robert F. Smith did something that most people wouldn't ever have expected from a billionaire. Smith, who was born in Denver, Colorado, and former chemical engineer and now an investment banker, is the richest black person in the United States of America with a net worth of $5 billion according to Forbes. Yes, he is richer than Oprah. He's a founder of an investment firm known as Vista Equity, which boosts about, capital commitments of $46 billion according to the website. And in 2019 of this year, obviously, Smith was number 355 on the Forbes billionaires list. That's pretty significant, especially within our community. Now, most people heard about this on the news, and he's being celebrated for announcing that he would pay for the 2019 graduates of Morehouse College. Okay, when I heard this, I almost flipped. I was very happy. I know a lot of people are very happy. It's been shared and posted all over social media. It's great. A lot of respect for this man right here. Because it's no big secret that the student loan crisis within the United States right now, it's pretty out of control in a big way. So, and I've talked about it on previous videos. I remember even talking about it on my last video, how people are leaving college, whether they've graduated or not, with up to $80,000 to $150,000 in student debt. And this is one of the quotes that Mr. Smith said. And these are a lot of students who benefited from him paying off their tuition, and you can see the joy in their faces, because usually when you hear a commencement speech, it's usually pretty boring and there's usually no action, and they were all surprised. Humongous burden lifted off their shoulders. So congrats to Mr. Smith and to all these young men. I wish you all well in your future endeavors, and hopefully you will make smooth and smart financial decisions and become great entrepreneurs and not just great employees. But even if you just become great employees, try to create other opportunities like Mr. Smith created for you guys. So that's all I can say on that one. Giving back is what it's all about. So, but back to the subject at hand. His statement, and I quote, I want to make sure I get this right. "Now I know my class will make sure that they will pay this forward." He continued, "I want my class to look at these alumni, these beautiful Morehouse brothers, and let's make sure every class has the same opportunity going forward, because we are enough to take care of our own community." I love that. It's resilient, it's awesome, it's factual, it's true. That's how it should be. Every other community within the United States takes care of themselves. African Americans just should be doing the same thing. And get rid of this Lone Ranger nonsense. So, anyways, my personal opinion. And it's beautiful. And he said this, and I quote, "We are enough to ensure we have all the opportunities of the American dream." Beautiful. I love America. I love the American dream. And I believe it's alive and well, especially for those in 2019 that are willing to learn and unlearn certain behaviors and collaborate and do the right thing at the end of the day. So that was a great speech, and we'll get into the numbers of students that he actually helped. And the number of students whose college debts he paid off was 396 students. Is that great or what, man? Is that awesome or what? I mean, it's just, I'm holding back my excitement about this, because I think it's what's needed. It's like people need these burdens taken away from them. And a lot of people aren't even considering college anymore because it's just the costs are just so ridiculous. But that's another story for another day. The burdens that have been taken away from these students, so significant to the point that a lot of them will be able to have a brand new start in life. just imagine walking out with a college degree and just just not having to worry about your debt and the interest that comes with that debt. It's a beautiful thing. Now, possibly they will have a better chances to collaborate with other people so that they can start a business. It's one of the worst things about student loan debt. It deters a lot of people from wanting to go out there and take a chance, because that's what business is all about: risking it, chancing it. You're not risking and chancing it like you're going to a casino. You're just risking and chancing it because every investment is a risk. So it just gives them that opportunity, and to be around people that, especially if they stay connected with their Morehouse brothers, they can be able to share alike, and hey, not try to just go out there and do stuff on their own. And in a few years, hey, because obviously you got out of college, you're looking for a job, you're trying to get established, and the fact that you don't have to worry about student loan debt is a beautiful thing, So that's one thing I can say with sincerity. But in a few years, make some investments, like purchase their first home or an investment property, buy stocks, bonds, etc. Or, open up a franchise, things that, get yourself established so you can have some collateral so that you can make a power move, or, sell stuff online or in person or whatever have you. One of the students stated that he had about $35,000 in student loan debt, and that's not counting the interest that is charged after you've fully obtained the debt. And his parents in Pleasanton, California, Northern Cali, had pledged to help him pay it off. And now that burden is gone, he couldn't wait to break the news to his parents, he stated. And especially given the fact that Northern California is a very expensive place to live in. So they don't have to worry about that burden, man. It's a beautiful thing. Another student stated that he's the first out of 9 kids to graduate from college. And to quote these 3 gentlemen that are on my left, that are in the suits and whatnot, these are the gentlemen I'm actually quoting right now. I don't have their names per se, and I really didn't want to disclose their names. I think their names have already been disclosed in the media, but I didn't want to do it myself because I don't know them personally. So that's just a personal thing. But he's out of 9 children, he's the first to graduate from college, and that's a big deal. His mother made many sacrifices working minimum wage jobs to provide for him and his 8 siblings after his father died when he was the age of 5 years old. That's a big deal, and I hits home for me because my father passed away when I was 3 years old, and my mother did a great job of taking care of me, and I can never repay her for that, and I can say that with all sincerity. So I know what it's like to grow up with a single parent who works hard, and that's why when I hear people complain and whine about certain things, I'm just like, you could have it so much harder in your life, and you just want to find something to complain about. That's when you're privileged. I mean, you got a great life, but you still want to complain about something because everything's not the way you want it. Well, that's just life. And also another individual who's 22 years old, he's from New York. He owed about $90,000 in student loan debt. He said his mother took out a loan to help get him through college. Mr. Smith, well, and I don't know his first name, so I'm not giving out too much. Well, I'm talking about Mr. Smith, the actual gentleman that helped him out, has also donated $1.5 million to Morehouse College for scholarships and the development of a new park. In 2016, Mr. Smith pledged, and here's him with other alumni and Angela Bassett. So it's a beautiful thing. He also pledged that he would donate $50 million to Cornell University, one of his alma maters, to support its chemical and biomolecular engineering school, as well as Black female engineering students. No matter what your beliefs are or not, I think any form of giving back to those who are less fortunate than you is always the way to go. And a lot of times it could be any sort of service that's just doing a favor. It doesn't have to be money. You can babysit somebody's child so they can go on an interview, whether they could have a night out to just have some fun, or they could go to a business meeting or something to that effect. You could offer somebody a ride someplace, or lend them your car. Obviously, depending on if you trust them enough, you could give them some food, or just give them some information, like what I like to do. Like I want to, whenever my businesses grow more, I want to give back more because I actually like helping people. But I like helping people from a hand up and not a handout mentality. And that's what Mr. Smith did. He didn't give them a handout because they earned those degrees. He gave them a hand up by them not having to worry about student loan debt. And by them not having to worry about student loan debt, they're able to start off fresh in life. And if they got the right financial mindset, because it all starts with the mindset, no matter how much money you have or you don't have, that's the thing that is very important. One. Two, Mr. Smith is giving back, and I call him that because that's how I was raised. And two, a man that does something like this, or anybody who does something like this, man, woman, or child, they deserve to get the Mr., Mrs., Ms., etc., and so forth. They really get my respect on this. So, moral of the story is of this wonderful story, Mr. Robert F. Smith hasn't forgotten where he comes from. And if and when you reach your goals, please do not forget where you come from. Please give back. When I get big, my business grows, I want to give back. I do some mentorship on the side. And it's like I said, it doesn't always have to be about money. You can just give somebody your time. Because time is more valuable than money. Partnerships is more valuable. So, soak up this game that's out there. Soak up this information that's out there. Go to the meetings, take the class, do what you got to do. It's like tomorrow I'm going to go to a real estate community meeting and check out and see what they got going on, and I know I can learn something. So and that's it's being around the right people and just surrounding yourself and knowing that you can do better. That's what it's all about. And I always say, and remember, you can't get fired if you own the company. But I say that with sincerity. I'm very passionate about that, and I want you to be passionate about it too. Whatever you're passionate about in your life, do it to the fullest, or don't do it at all. But just give back when you can, and it always feels that much more rewarding. And I can imagine the way that he felt when he saw the look in those young men's eyes and everybody else's eyes when he made that announcement. That's you can't put a price on it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a like. Please share. Please also, my Facebook family, please subscribe to my YouTube page when you guys get a chance. I would really greatly appreciate that. And you guys have a great weekend and enjoy Memorial Day weekend. Thank you again to the fallen and to the ones who are still here, service members of the United States of America. Greatly appreciate your service, and keep up the good work, everybody. And don't forget to continuously follow your goals, dreams, and aspirations, because hey, that's what life's all about. All right, take care.